Right, let's talk about the women's 400 meters because what a final that was. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, the world record holder in the 400 hurdles, deciding finally to give the world what we wanted, and that is to take on the best in the flat 400. And my goodness me, did she do it well. 47.78 seconds, a championship record, American record, second fastest in history, just 0.18 outside the world record. My Lady Paulino at 47.98. Third fastest time ever. And how about Eid Nasser, a 48.19 performance that is only good enough for bronze. The Jamaican Nikisha Price, 49.97 seconds, finishing in 8th and last position. An amazing women's 400 final. Warren, where you get first go at this one.
But when she ran that semi-final, we all changed our mind and said she looks like she will do some damage. She did. She looks amazing. And what's crazy about it is that when everyone was on the floor dying, she was up walking like, yo, y'all ready for our next round? Amazing feel, amazing talent.
Yeah, Bruce.
Sure. So they promised and they delivered. The third fastest, fourth fastest, seventh fastest, and ninth fastest women in history at the 400 meters were all in this race. The big three had been predicted. The question, of course, was in which order would they finish. 1983, the world record was set by Krakchalova, 47.99. In 1985, it was broken by Marita Koch, 47.60. Those are the only two times in the history of the sport that women have gone sub 48. Not in the 1990s, not in the 2000s, not 2010, up to 2025. 40 years it took for another lady to break it, and two did it in the final. Sydney, she has devastated the 400-meter hurdles, done everything possible. World record, Olympic champion, world champion. She needed a new challenge. She took it on and became the first woman in almost 40 years to go sub 48, running 47.78. Paulino, look at her in lane 9 from the Dominican Republic. You have never, nobody has ever run sub 48 and come second. That just can't happen. You know, so she did 47.98. So they're now second and third ever in history. We need to remember this is the last race, individual races for the season. They won't get to see what they can do on the Diamond League circuit when you just do it once. And then Nasser, her 48.14, leaves her now as the 5th fastest in history. She was the 4th fastest. Well, no, probably 6th because Sydney and Paulina have now gone in front of her. But amazing race, promised and delivered. And
of course, her 48.14 coming when she won the 2019 world title. Quickly, David, does Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone now come down to the 200 meters after this spectacular effort?
That's a good question. Her split at 200 was 22.9. So, I mean, she was leading the whole way, 11.74, 11.24, 11.92, and the only woman to run that last 100 in sub 13. She was dropping it. And I mean, it's amazing the fitness level required to run at that pace and look so controlled, almost not even looking fatigued. Very symmetric in terms of her strides, and all the energy was put into the direction where she was going. Very good.
Two terrific 400-meter finals at the 20th World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, Japan. Botswana and the USA atop the podium for those events, and the Jamaicans getting left out of the medals. Rasheen McDonald in 4th in the men's final and Nikisha Price in 8th in the women's final.